can't. The police are here.
Like I said, you are on a private land.
I don't know why you keep shouting at me.
You are not allowed to film
why you keep shouting
or
at me?
record anything.
What's going on?
So basically, I've come in to document the public information.
Okay.
And they've called you guys for that. I don't understand why.
What are you documenting the public information?
So I like to share what local training and employment opportunities are available for particular job centres. I travel all over the country doing this, as you can probably imagine, and it's what I do. I'm well frequented with what the job centre policy is, so much so that I have a copy of the memo that was sent out to all job centres in relation to people filming in job centres. I've also got the G4S training guide, so I know what their training is and how they should handle situations such as this. And they've been absolutely appalling. The lady keeps shouting at me, like, despite me speaking to them as I'm speaking to you guys right now. I've remained calm, polite and respectful at all times, and they keep wanting to escalate things for some reason.
Okay.
And that's pretty much. Yes.
Because they've asked you twice to leave now, apparently.
Right.
How long have you been in here yourself?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah. I think in that 20-minute period, you should have done what you wanted.
I wasn't able to. They prevented me. They had surrounded me. I couldn't do that.
So what are you actually trying to achieve?
Credit for this footage goes to the Laughing Auditor. Go check out his channel and show some support for the work he's doing. Welcome back, folks. This is the spot where we break down real encounters and uncover what they teach us about your rights. Today, we're headed to a job centre in Bridgend, UK, where citizen journalist The Laughing Auditor finds himself in a tense back and forth with staff, and eventually, the police. But here's the thing, this isn't just about confrontation. It's about the law, the limits, and those tricky grey areas, like filming in a place that's open to the public but still technically private property. So, what really happens when you try?
Sorry, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
We do not give you permission to film here.
I appreciate you saying that, but I don't need your permission, I'm afraid.
This is a private land.
It's a public place, so everywhere, pretty much everywhere in the UK is private land.
And we have the right to restrict filming?
No, not a public place, you don't.
We do not allow filming and audio recording on our premises without permission.
Yeah,
this is a private land.
You're reading your training, well done. You're the first person I've seen do that, thank you.
But can you just stop filming and we will be able to see you and discuss what you have to?
I can't stop filming, I'm afraid. As I say, it's protected under the Human Rights Charter. It is, of course it is.
You can hear the other interviews.
That's not my fault.
The moment the Laughing Auditor sets up his camera, the challenge begins. A security guard steps in with a firm rule: no recording in the building. The auditor pushes back, and just like that, the standoff is on. Here's the first key point. This job centre sits on what's called publicly accessible private land. It's owned or leased by the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, but because it offers a public service, the public has an implied right of access. Now, the DWP does have policies, one of them being no filming without permission. But here's the catch. A policy isn't the same as a law. A policy is a rule for staff and visitors, not a criminal statute. It's a request, not a legal prohibition. The auditor leans on that distinction, insisting internal rules don't override his legal rights. And then, he flips the script, putting the guard under the microscope, questioning whether he's following the law under his SIA license obligations.
That's not required.
Book an appointment.
It's not required for what I'm here to do, for my business that I'm about to conduct here.
So what is your business then? Can you just please explain?
So I go about the places of public interest. Well, what do you want me to do? You ask me questions and I'm trying to answer your questions, and I'm being very polite, I'm being very cordial, I'm not raising my voice, okay, and I'm trying to be as open as possible in what I'm doing here today.
And I'm openly asking you to leave.
And again,
because you are not supposed to be recording here or filming people.
Again, that's what you would like, but I don't have to do what you tell me, unfortunately for you.
Outside the doors, but when you step in here, it's private land.
Yeah,
again, it's a public place.
How many times I can explain
you need an appointment to come?
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Not at this job centre.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes.
So the computers are there for public use?
Only for jobs.
Okay,
yeah.
So the public can come in and use them, correct?
If they ask.
If they ask, right, okay.
So what if you come in and someone's using the computer, you're filming what they're on?
What?
That's it.
So you are breaching someone else's private space.
Well, I'm not bound by GDPR.
You wouldn't comply to GDPR by filming someone's...
If you let me finish, I'm not bound by GDPR.
No, can you just please leave, sir?
Again, I'll go when I'm finished doing what I'm doing here today.
No, you are
just
not
here.
gonna go
I'm not here for the
fast.
service units. I'm just here to see what's on your notice boards, to see what local services are available and what local employment opportunities
Have
are
you got
available.
any written permission from someone to do
Again,
this?
in a public place, I do not need permission.
No, you are on a private
Do you want to see the
land.
memo? Do you want to see the memo? I've got a copy of it, and it'll tell you that you can't do
Sorry,
anything
sir.
about it.
If you are failing to leave now, I will have to call the police.
Why? What crime's been committed?
The auditor fires back with a sharp point. Failure to display an SIA license. It's not on public display, my friend. And here's why that matters. Under the Private Security Industry Act 2001, every frontline security officer must wear their license where the public can clearly see it while on duty. Not doing so isn't just breaking company policy, it's actually a criminal offence. The penalties? Up to 6 months in prison or, in England and Wales, an unlimited fine. This is a smart move by the auditor. He's flipping the script, shifting the focus from their filming policy to the fact that their own staff might be breaking actual law. The manager pushes back, holding the line with a familiar argument. This is private.
I
I'm not
never
shouting.
shouted at
Listen,
you.
trust me.
I politely explained
The
you and
the
asked
viewers
you to
know
leave
when
the premises.
I'm shouting, I'm shouting. At this moment in time, I'm being very reserved. Normally, I'm a lot shorter than this, and I'm trying to be as polite and respectful as possible.
Can you just
okay?
leave your name and
No.
all the details, and I'll contact
okay.
you?
Okay, I'll give you my name. Okay, it's first name Nunya, second name Business. There you go. That's my name. Capiche? Hey. Can we finish
As I
here?
said, can you just stop filming, please?
No, thank you.
You are right. Can you please leave?
No, thank you. I'll go
Like
when
I
I'm
said,
ready.
you are not allowed to film or record anything on the private land.
we're going round in circles here. Do you not think? Now, like, at some point, something's got to give, okay? I maintain that I am allowed within this public place to record and exercise my human
No,
rights.
you are not allowed.
I am.
No, you're
100%.
not allowed. You
Freedom
are
of
on a
expression.
private land, sir.
I am allowed to, as I see fit, receive and impart information. It's freedom of the press, it's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. There's so many sort of human rights that come into it. You don't even know where to begin. So, unfortunately for you, I'm staying in the public area.
No, you're not.
I have no
Like I
interest.
said, this is private land. You are not allowed to record or film
I am.
or do this
I am. It's a
here.
public place.
And can you just please leave?
It's a public place. No, thank you. Again, as I say,
please
I'm
leave.
being as polite and respectful as possible. If you want to phone the police, by all means, phone the police.
Unfortunately, I wouldn't like to go there, but unfortunately, I will have to do it.
Well, we're at an impasse then, I'm afraid. Public information, it's on public display. The same thing with QR
If you
codes,
put the
plastic.
camera down,
No.
I can take you through everything.
At this moment in time, I fear for my safety, so I'm now.
I'm fearing for my
Why?
safety.
I've been perfectly
when
polite to you.
you are throwing hands
I've been throwing hands. What are you talking
and
about? Swear,
swearing,
I
swearing
did.
at my God.
I swore, did I?
Yes,
What did
you
I
did.
say? What did I say that was swearing?
Well, you clearly recorded it.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
You're lying. I didn't swear at him at all. I'm very careful with my language. Okay? I think what you heard was I called him a melt. That's not a swear word. As far as I.
The auditor switches tactics and plays the human rights card, specifically, Article 10 of the Human Rights Act 1998, which protects freedom of expression. The right to hold opinions and receive and share information without interference from public authorities. He frames his filming as journalism, documenting and sharing information about a public service. That's a strong angle, because while Article 10 isn't absolute, any restriction must be lawful, necessary, and proportionate. A simple "it's our policy" from the manager? Probably not enough to justify limiting those rights. Then comes the turning point. The police arrive. Staff argue refusal to leave equals trespass, which they think gives officers the power to drag him out. But here's the catch. That's a common misunderstanding of trespass.
The public information.
Okay.
And they've called you guys
Okay.
for that. I don't understand why.
What are you documenting the public?
So I'd like to share what local training and employment opportunities are available for particular job centres. I travel all over the country doing this, as you can probably imagine, and it's what I do. I'm well frequented with what the job centre policy is, so much so that I have a copy of the memo that was sent out to all job centres in relation to people filming in job centres. I've also got the G4S training guide, so I know what their training is and how they should handle situations such as this. And they've been absolutely appalling. The lady keeps shouting at me, like, despite me speaking to them as I'm speaking to you guys right now. I've remained calm, polite and respectful at all times, and they keep wanting to escalate things for some reason.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. I've said to them, if they just let me film the leaflets, I would have been gone by now.
I know, I get that, but obviously you can understand that a lot of people in this premises are having private conversations about their employment and stuff like that, which is why they're obviously hesitant about the video camera potentially picking up private information.
I understand.
You understand where they're coming from with that?
I can understand, but the obligation is on them to protect those conversations, not on me.
Okay.
And every job centre is the same. So no matter which job centre you go into in the country, the layout is always the same. The public area is a wooden floor.
Yeah.
The private area is carpeted, and it's the same in every job centre all over the country. Okay. And I always stay within the public area. It's publicly accessible. It's a public place. I'm well within my rights to come and document whatever public information is available. There's QR codes everywhere, for goodness sake. How on earth are you supposed to scan QR codes if you're not allowed to use your camera? It just doesn't make sense.
Okay. So what's the reason you're still here now then?
Because I've not been allowed to film this, and then they said
Is that all you want to do, is film that?
pretty much, I told them that. So it says to them. And she said that she phoned the police, and it's publicly accessible, my friend.
Have you done what you needed to do?
Not yet, no, I've been prevented, and then I told.
In England and Wales, simple trespass is almost always a civil matter, not a crime. Police can't arrest someone just for that. Their role is limited to preventing a breach of the peace. And since the auditor stayed calm and polite, there was no such risk. Sure, officers could ask him to leave, but they had no power to drag him out unless he crossed into criminal territory, like being abusive or causing damage. What about those new trespass powers under the Police, Crime, Sentencing, and Courts Act 2022? They only apply to very specific cases, like unauthorized encampments with vehicles or major disruption. This? Nowhere near that. Then came the turning point. The second officer spoke up. He admitted, "You're well within your rights to film inside this building. These signs are unlawful." That was the correct read of the law. He recognized that DWP policy isn't legal authority, and calm filming isn't a crime. Finally, a deal. The auditor filmed the public notice boards, then agreed to leave.